Are you struggling with the dredging or the fishing minigame in Dredge? If yes, you are in the right place. We are gonna go over something that hopefully makes your life so much easier when it comes to this game. So this is actually my third playthrough of Dredge, and I had never run into problems with the dredging or the fishing mini games before, but this time I was playing on my iPad, and I found out the hard way that if you have headphones on and are using a wireless controller, they can interfere with each other and make it so sometimes the inputs that you put in don't register as happening. This isn't such a big problem if you're not dealing with a minigame that revolves so heavily around timing and is so unforgiving. If you have not gotten past the halfway point on the progress bar and you mess up, your progress will drop back down to 0. It'll go clear back to the starting point, and you have to try again. So, this can quickly become frustrating and you can get stuck in this minigame for long periods of time. It took me 2 in-game days to get this belt buckle, and I'd actually had to switch from using my controller to using touch controls, which you can do pretty easily on the iPad. I will give it credit for that, because I was getting so frustrated. You can see it happen right here, actually, where I switched over in the middle of the minigame. Yeah. That helped a lot, but I would have just been stuck here if that wasn't an option. So we're going to talk about a setting to hopefully make things a little bit easier if you are getting stuck on these mini games. If you're just not understanding how the mini games work, the fishing mini game is kind of inverted of this one, but on this one you have 2 tracks and you're trying to avoid the dark spots on the track by switching which track the little arrow is on. For the fishing mini game, you only have 1 track and you're just trying to hit the button when the little line goes over either one of the green or yellow portions of the circle. There are actually a couple of other fishing mini games in Dredge, but these are the ones that you're most likely to be stuck on early on in the game, so those are going to be the ones that I talk about. This should fix all of the problems with all of the mini games, so let's go into how to fix that. First off, you're going to want to go to your settings. And you are actually going to want to go over to the accessibility panel and go to the relaxed fishing mode and turn that on. And this is what it looks like when you have that setting turned on. It doesn't matter if you put any input into the game. If you put an incorrect input like that, it doesn't drop your progress bar like it did before. You will catch the fish. It might take a little bit longer to catch the fish, but now you don't have to worry about being stuck on the mini games and just hating this game in general. There are still other parts of the game outside of the mini games, so there's a storyline to explore, there's different tasks to do, and it does take a little bit of thinking and planning for some of these things. Some of them you need to have a fish in a certain location by a certain time, and that can be a little bit more difficult. So right here I'm going on over to one of the dredging games so you can see how that looks, because that was kind of one of the ones that I showed previously in the video. And as you'll notice here, for mistakes, you don't lose progress that you've already made, unlike how it was previously without this setting turned on. We'll go on over to another dredging spot and I'll show you both kind of what happens if you don't give any input and if you give a lot of incorrect inputs on what kind of a difference that'll make for you. For this first one, I did move once and then just left it to finish dredging by itself after that point. For this next one, I started the minigame and then did not push the button at all until after the minigame had completely finished. I hope you got something useful from this video. Thank you for watching and happy gaming!